I am just gonna ramble to you for however long this video is, and I hope you don't mind. Basically, I'm here to give you I'm gonna sell you an idea, okay? Listen real close. Listen. Are you listening? You better be listening. Okay. So, listen. The concept. Writing, update, vlog, things. I give you those. And that's the concept. You might be sitting there and going, I never thought Vel would be doing one of these. And let me tell you, I didn't think I'd be doing any of these either. In terms of the internet, for quite a while, I have tried to be anonymous, or as anonymous as possible. That changed a little bit when I started streaming, because I do put my face on my streams. But this is like uninterrupted FaceTime and there's nothing else, so I thought I would never really do any of these. And I also am not a very sharey person in terms of in terms of my writing process and what I'm doing with my writing and stuff like that, because to me it just is what it is. But over the course of what the fuck is that? I don't know what that is. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna look at it right now. No, look. Over the past, I don't know how long, I've realized that I do have shit to say, and I do have shit to share. If nothing else, I want future me to be able to see this. I want future me to be able to go back in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, and see this, whether it's public or unlisted, I don't really enough care. But I want future me to be able to go back and see this and then go, wow, I've come a long fucking way. Part of me wishes that I was doing this when I first started my current, I was gonna say novel, but trilogy whip. I wish I had started it then. Because I came up with my whip sophomore year of college. I wrote half of the first chapter and then I bolted back to, I guess it was Clance. I don't know, it was probably Clance. And I came back to it senior year, spring semester of college. And I sat there and I was looking at it and I was like, this is a cool idea. And seeing sophomore year me from senior year me in terms of writing is already insane. And then seeing even draft 1 completed last year versus draft 2, which I'm aiming to complete this year, I wish I had something, and I want this to be that, if nothing else. So that's part of why I'm here. Hang on, I'm taking a food break. These are the Indonesian noodles. What are they called? Mie goreng? Mie goreng? Mie goreng, and I put some chili paste in them. But anyway, that's not the point here. Even though they're really good noodles. I want to share that for people who maybe want to see it, need to see it, don't want to see it, but then see it anyway. Want to see it, realize they don't want to see it, but they're stuck here. People who want to see it for 10 seconds. Back to, I've learned how to do a lot of stuff, I think. I don't know, maybe that's what I was saying. I went from never completing a writing project before to finishing the first draft of a story idea that was so big that it is now a trilogy. And I did that 90% of the time with undiagnosed ADHD, having no idea how to really help myself complete a project, and I have had to learn a shit ton more to get draft 2 done. And I have made a lot of systems for me that I want to share with people. I have made a lot of stories that I want to share with people. I have made a lot of progress and milestones that not that I necessarily want to share those, but I think sharing them makes them better. Because I think this is because of my ADHD. I'm not sure. So other ADHD people may not have this issue. But for me, I complete something, I go, okay, check it off the list, I get like 2 serotonins, and then I decide, well, time to go to the next thing. I don't celebrate things because there's always the next thing to do. And finishing a task doesn't really give me serotonins. When I finished my first draft, I think my alpha reader was more excited for me than I was. So I want to force myself to at least stop and look at it and think about it and talk about it, because maybe that will make me realize, hey, you're doing a lot more than you think you are. Do you realize how much you have been doing? Do you realize how many people actually finish a first draft of a story? Never mind a second, never mind actually post something on the internet, even if it is a one-shot. Do you even think about those things? I don't think so. So it'll make me sit there and tussle with that. Again, if nothing else, for future me. So, yeah. If this sounds like something that's up your alley, great! And I hope you stick around, because I don't know how often I'm gonna make these, but this is certainly not the last one. I might honestly make one later this week, because I am on track to finish the first draft of my next Clans one-shot that I'm going to post this year. I want to post about that. I want to help people with doing their first drafts. I want to give tips. I want to give advice. I want to help build systems. I want to show people the systems I've made, whether you have ADHD or not, to see if they're helpful for you. I want to ramble. I'm really good at rambling, if you haven't noticed. All of my streams basically just thrive off me rambling, and people sit there and listen. A handful of people, but people. So, yeah. Drop a like, drop a subscribe. I don't know. What do the kids say these days? You're more than welcome to join us. To join me. And if you are one of my older followers that followed when I was doing gameplay, and you don't like the sound of this, you have permission to leave. You had that permission anyway, but I want you to know that you will not hurt my feelings. You don't have to stay if you don't like it. I am still going to post gameplay related stuff, because I'm still going to be streaming it, but it's going to be in a very different format. So I'm not offended if you take off. I'm not offended if you're watching this and you don't know who I am and you don't want to follow at all. You do you. I'm here to ramble. So, and I'm accomplishing that pretty well. So I think I've won no matter what. If you want to see something specific, let me know. I guess that's it. If you want more writing stuff, I have a Tumblr that is mostly writing. I do have some art and some rambly stuff, but it's mostly writing. I talk about writing on my Ko-Fi sometimes, but not all the time, and on Ko-Fi I am going to be making more writer, author specific posts, commissions, shop items, so you can check those out when I make them. They're not made yet. I'm so sorry. They're new ideas. What else do I have that's writer? My Instagram, I sometimes post about writing, or I make art related to my writing, so check that out too. My AO3 will be down there if you are a reader. If you made it this far, you are very cool, so thank you. I appreciate you listening to me ramble for up to 15 minutes, depending on how this gets sliced and diced. So, you're cool. I'm gonna go finish my dinner now and sit down for my writing session. So, thanks. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. I'll be here. I'm hungry.